Watching in the few minutes before this, we're sorry. We are having a very, very good time tonight. I am Jennifer Meyer, if you haven't tuned in before, and I'm a pediatric feeding specialist and a teacher. And what else am I, guys?
A mom.
I'm a mom and what?
SLP.
Yes, SLP and equestrian. Yes, I can ride Western and English. Okay, wow. So I go both ways. It's a lot of fun. So what we're going to do tonight, this is Module 3 in Pediatric Feeding, the Big Picture. And one thing I want you to keep in mind tonight is that it is a general overview to kind of give you the map of pediatric feeding so that then you know where to stick in the other courses, because you cannot get everything from one course or even one instructor. There's no way. So this is to help you know, okay, when we get to the sensory stuff, that's where I can put in SOS. And for the motor that we're going to do today, this is where I can stick in Beckman. And when we do behavioral, then we'll look at what's going on there too. But I want you to know where to put things, because one thing that happens with new grads or people who are new to feeding is they take one course and they apply that mindset and those techniques to all of their kids. And that's not good therapy. So we are going to cover motor today. If you are just now watching and you have not watched modules 1 and 2, I would advise you to go back and watch those so that you get the flow and the big picture. I am going to be tossing out bumper stickers. Write those down if you write nothing else down, because those will be phrases or words that encapsulate key information. Because studies show that you only retain about 20% of what you hear when you go to a course. 20%. And like almost nobody goes back and looks at their manual after the course. You always think you will, and you write down things to do and look up, and the manual goes on your shelf. So if you're only going to get and retain 20% of what I say during these modules, I want it to be the key concepts. So that's why I throw out the bumper stickers. When, let me see, test for the audience and also for me to see if I actually did that bumper sticker when I did. Did I do the one, treat the cause, not the symptom? Okay, by the look in your eyes, I didn't do it, but write it down now. Treat the cause, not the symptom. And that's very important, and that will keep you from applying an approach, a set of techniques to the wrong kid. You've got to go back and say, all right, I see these problems. Okay, he's underweight. He's failure to thrive. Why? Is it a sensory issue? Is it a medical issue? You've got to look at what is the cause of what's going on in order to have successful therapy. Another bumper sticker. And I know I didn't do this one yet. Any technique, and I'll repeat it a lot because it's kind of a long one. Any technique can be dangerous when it is over-applied by the undertrained to the inappropriate. And that's another reason that you need to study what's going on. And you need to know your anatomy and physiology. You've got to. Now, honestly, when I switched over from my nursing major over to speech pathology major, I didn't have to take the anatomy and physiology of head and neck or whatever it was, because I'd had all these anatomy and physiology courses in nursing, and I wish they'd made me do it, because I've had to go back and teach myself now. And I have another course where I really get into the anatomy and physiology in a way that you will not forget, and that's the wig head course. So we'll talk about that later. Another thing I didn't finish saying was we did module 1 was normal development and the relationship between gross motor and oral motor. And then we did sensory sensory issues and how to look at them and treat them. Now we're doing motor issues. After IDSI, the talk on IDSI, we'll do Module 4, which is going to be medical issues. Then Module 5 will be behavioral. Module 6 will be family dynamics. And somewhere in there, we're also sprinkling in Robin's husband, Dr. Vikram Becky, is going to do a presentation for us on something about like what the pediatric pulmonologist wants you to know. But we'll be able to really ask him a lot of questions too. That'll be good. And actually, I think I have some slides on this that will help me remember. But we've also, I've been trying to work it out with this phenomenal respiratory therapist to come and talk to us, and she is hilarious. I love her. And we just got lots of other stuff coming. It's going to be good. Okay. I told you this module is on motor. Disclosure. I need to give you my disclosures. Financially, CEU Espresso is the company that is putting this on, that Jim and I formed a long time ago, and we're finally getting it going. So I have an ownership interest. I am an employee. And someday I'll get paid. But right now, all the money goes right back into the company. I also have a private practice called Feeding and Dysphagia Resources. I own it. I pay myself as an employee when money comes in, which hasn't happened in a long time, and speaker fees. I don't have any relevant non-financial relationships that go with this module, so we'll move on. Oh, there's my announcements. Okay, and everybody got a spoon. If you are watching and you're at home, grab a spoon because we are going to use it later on in the presentation. Oh, there's the upcoming topics. I'm also trying to get Melanie Van Noy to talk to us about counseling techniques in speech pathology. And I want to get one on tongue tie too.